On everything.
You did?
Yeah.
Good. I started quarterback.
I would like to start off beginning with a true story of a rescued animal. His name is Swag, and he's a Morkie, and he was a male breeder at a puppy mill. He was kenneled for the first 3 years of his life due to preparation for being the male breeder. He today suffers from a couple minor health issues, like rotting teeth, no big ones, and is also not very social, being that he was put away for so long. That leads in today. I'm going to talk to you about a local organization known as Camp Companion. Camp Companion's purpose is to provide a stable environment for rescued animals. I would like to share with you this amazing opportunity that I got to take part in, which my sister fostered about 5 different animals from this exact organization, and I got to take part and help with the animals to help them feel safe again. This involved, like, if they weren't potty trained, you potty trained them, and just got them to love people, being around people, get them to feel friendly with other dogs as well. By offering either donations or volunteering to adopt or foster by taking the animals into your house, you will help a rescued animal gradually love his life again. If we can all donate or choose to offer some volunteer, we could keep animals in shelters and them living healthier lives. So I'd first like to start off with that animals out there in the world they are all suffering and they need help. Some problems that my organization solves are the fact that there's many animals that are born each and every day. And according to the Animals Abused and Abandoned, which is known to be which was published in 2008, and the known founder was Monique Volker, and she states that each day 70,000 puppies and kittens are born, which makes that no room even for the outside world or putting them in shelters. The number of animals entering the shelters each year is 8 to 12 million. Shelters aren't able to hold that many animals, even though we do have a lot out there. It doesn't make room for each and every one of those animals. When there isn't enough room for these animals in the shelters, or they are not fostered or adopted, they are destroyed. By being destroyed, they are usually killed, or that's most likely the outcome. Animals are not being spayed or neutered is another problem that arises. This leads to animal overpopulation. Spaying or neutering animals will help the homeless animals off the streets. It will get less animals out there. This also helps the animals become more healthy and live longer lives. Now that you know a little bit about the problems and the need for this organization, I'd like to explain to you what exactly Camp Companion is and what it has to offer. Camp Companion is an organization for rescued animals. It was established in 2003 and is a local Rochester animal rescue shelter. It is a 501c3 organization, which means they are tax exempt and a nonprofit organization. Camp Companion offers a low-cost spay and neutering clinic and services for farm and stray animals. Because usually on a farm you'll have many animals and you can't afford to take them into like a vet. So they offer you that option there, and they also offer the option of you making donations. You can also volunteer to foster an animal. They don't exactly, they don't keep their animals at the shelter. They foster them out to volunteers. They are also funded through donators, fundraisers, grants, and adoption funds. All the funds are used for the veterinary expenses, like the spaying and neutering and just checkups that they all need. and the cost of sheltering and keeping them fostered and waiting for their future homes. They are based on volunteer fostering. Like I said before, they don't technically shelter the pets at the actual organization place. They foster them out through volunteers that come in or email them off the internet. Camp Companion Inc. is not rated on the Charity Navigator because it does not meet the revenue requirements, which is about you're supposed to make so much a year, and they just don't because they're a smaller organization, and hopefully we can increase that. I believe that if more people get involved into the organization, Camp Companion itself will be better. Animals will continue to be homeless or be not adopted without this organization. We'll see rising numbers and overpopulation of animals. There are more animals born than there are humans, so there's a big need for this organization. And in that case, if we do support and help as much as we can with the number of homeless animals and animals needing help with fostering or adoption, that will help the organization. Also, getting animals in for neutering and spaying will help with the overpopulation and decrease the amount of animals that are walking around outside with no home. Animals that are rescued and brought to Camp Companion are very lucky, and it helps with the donations, fosters, and adoptions and community involvement, rescuing animals that are saved. Please consider helping out Camp Companion, even if it's just a donation or just something little like stopping in to see what it's all about. That really helps out with the animals and the volunteers that are already there. It makes them feel good about it. Also, just going in could make you feel good that you just donated or just saw what was going on there and how much help they needed. It is really easy to get into this organization. They have a website with all the info and instructions, and that website is campcompanion.org, or you also can call their phone, and that is 507-951-7801, and this is all found on that website. It's really just as simple as a phone call or an email and having a love for animals. Back to the dog in the beginning, Swag, who was the male breeder for a puppy mill. He is now adopted today and living in a safe forever home with a loving family. And through the shelter of Camp Companion, he could do that. Every animal deserves the love and shelter, as do humans do. Any questions?
Have you ever adopted a dog?
No, but my sister has adopted, or she's fostered a few, but we haven't exactly adopted one before yet.
What kind was it?
It was well, she had a couple. She had a Chihuahua, and there was a couple other different kinds that there were.
Oh, that's really cool.